Hey guys, Marshmallow Trump here, back with another Frag Pro Shooter video. I've not done one of these in a long time, despite it being my most popular, thanks to me trying to help you guys with the glitch. But here is Cipher. Now, he's a relatively new character. I've not played Frag in a long while, so last time I played, this guy wasn't in the game. I mean, he was. You could see the grayed out picture of him, but he wasn't. There was no events, there was no gameplay of him or anything like that. So, I'm going to do some 2v2 matches because mine's only level 4 because I only got him today. But I'm going to be going over some tips and things for why Cipher is an amazing, not only 1v1 character, but just whole team character. I reckon when I get him leveled up, he's going to be in my main team actually. I'm that impressed with him. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm just going to change to my Cipher. There's no point doing a video on Cipher without playing Cipher. So, we have a rather rapid gun that has relatively long range. It's not weak at all. The only problem is that Cipher doesn't have the most health in the world. He only has 200 at level 4. However, if you keep poking them and going at different... So like if you pop up and shoot them and then move to a different area, I don't see why you would have any problem taking out most people. Now you might be thinking, well, if that's the case, he's obviously not the best at 1v1s. Now the reason I'm saying he is, or at least in my opinion... Oh, got some lag going on here. Yep. Is because of his ability. Not only does it lock enemies out of their abilities, but as you can see, all of these lines coming out of him tell me exactly where the enemies are. So, if you're hiding behind a wall going left and right, and so is your opponent, and one of you has to take the dive to know which way to go, you instantly know where they're going, and it's not... You've taken away their best weapon from them, which is their ability. Okay, so let's get back to Cipher. So you can shoot across the bridges and into the other bridge from one bridge, which is incredibly long range for quite an offensive character. Now, another reason why Cipher is the best at 1v1s, because when you're going against characters like Snow and Ollie B, and Ronan, I'm forgetting the names, I've not played in so long. A lot of their tactics rely on moving around a lot, being irritating, and using their abilities to escape if needs be. Now obviously with the hacker wave, not only does it show you exactly where they are, but it restricts them from using that ability. Now because of this, characters like Ollie B are going to be forced to just go into a straight 1v1, and the best thing is, all these characters have really low health. This also goes for characters like Miss Bunny and Crystal. They're going to be restricted to the ground with very little help, and because of that, they really rely on these abilities. You're going to be able to lock them into play and just take them out. So if you think of characters like Cybergirl, who can teleport all the way back to her base when in danger, you can lock her out of that, keep her trapped, and finish her off before the hacker wave runs out. If she manages to get away, well, you've got the beam that tracks her, showing you that you've hacked that character, which means that there's no chance of them escaping either. So, basically I've gone over why this ability is just so good, because it tracks and disables. Now another good way to use it is if you're attacking the enemy base and there's characters like Soldier-tron and Sogeki-chan just chilling at the back, you know instantly that all they're going to do all match is spam the mortar rocket and the airstrike. So what you do is get relatively close and activate the hacker wave to stop them from using those abilities. Because if you stop them using those abilities, when they come to fight you, you're going to have an immediate advantage due to the fact that that's basically the main way they kill, and their guns are basically just finishes off the bat. So there we go, Sogeki-chan unfortunately finished me off because I don't know, whenever I play Frag I always lag, that's why I stopped playing it. So another reason that Cipher is, well, something that you need to take notice of when playing as Cipher, because it's a two-way thing. You can spot them and knock them out of their ability, but they can spot you just as easily.
Triple Frag! Double Frag!
So all the beams, not only do they show you the person being hacked, but it shows the people being hacked, the hacker. So do be careful, or else you're just going to alert a lot of enemies exactly where you are. That's why sometimes it's better to not use it on all the enemy team and just catch a few people with it.
Base is under attack!
Like disable him from getting any teammates support and kill him. At no point is this gun lackluster. This is why it's really good, because oftentimes with characters like this, when we originally had the Reaper-like character, don't know how that works, but yeah, originally when we had the Reaper-like character, his gun was incredibly weak, which is why his ultimate was so strong. However, with Cipher, like I said, it's not weak in any way, shape or form. You're not going to be struggling to get kills with a gun like that. Darn. Oh, come on. So unfortunately we didn't win there. I didn't really see my teammate, to be fair, that match, but oh well. So, let's go over a few stats before I finish this video off. So, Cipher at level 4 has 200 hit points, which isn't a lot, but this is more than enough to survive at long-range battles whilst whittling your opponent down with the long-range dev gun. But also, it's good enough to take on these up-close and personal characters whilst they don't have their abilities. Characters to look out for, though, are heavy hitters such as Blot and Mech Knight and Pocahunter, because they all have high damaging weapons and they could easily shut you down if you're not mobile enough, so you need to keep aware of that. If you do come across one of these opponents, I'd highly recommend getting close and personal, play their game, but get that close that you're able to run like 2 steps to the right and dodge their entire shot. Also with characters like Pocahunter, if you activate Hack Wave, you've got rid of their triple shot, which is basically what they always do at close range, meaning that they have to be incredibly accurate, which is hard if you're just sidestepping constantly in really close proximity. We have 11.6 kilometers per hour speed, which is actually relatively good, because obviously with a character like this you don't want them to be sluggish, but you don't want them to be that fast that it's just a up-in-your-face character, because it doesn't fit that playstyle. It is better at long range. So this stops the temptation of doing that, and obviously it can't be too overpowered, so I'm glad that it's like this. We've got a 22-second respawn delay, which is actually pretty good, because if you look at other characters like Crystal with 30 seconds, and then if we look at Lucha Muerta has got 23 seconds. Sogeki-chan has got 22 seconds. So 22 seconds, I'm pretty sure, is about the below average respawn delay, which is what you want. You want it to be below average, because then that means it's one of the faster ones. I believe there may be a couple characters below 22, but I think 22 is about the average bottom time for respawn. We have a 35-meter damage range. If we check characters like Crystal with 60, which is basically a long-range character, Sogeki-chan with 100, so obviously they're both close range. But then you've got Rippin' Finn with 30, and BB with 45. So it kind of fits in with these, it fits in like the middle of Rippin' Finn and BB, which are very well-used characters because they have a decent enough mid-range to be effective up close and from quite a distance. But as you can see, the difference between the 30 from Rippin' Finn and 35 from Cipher does mean a lot, because whereas Rippin' Finn can do pretty long distances, Cipher can do it from bridge to bridge combat, which is very necessary for this character to be good. Also, it's strong against mechanized enemies, which you may be thinking, well, what sort of mechanized enemies are we going up against as of late with like the meta? So, hang on, where is he gone? Here we go. So we have Ronin. Ronin is always, since its release, been a heavily used mechanized enemy. We also have Striker. If you still love Striker, he's going to be there a lot. Is Leica? Yeah, Leica is a mechanized enemy. We have Soldatron, like I was on about earlier, so if you go up to their backlines. Desperados is also a mechanized enemy, which is one of the ones where if you lock them out of that lasso, they're not actually that strong. They are still strong, but they're a lot easier to deal with. Mecha Knight, which is a very underrated character. And where is it? The brand new Tank Bot. Tank Bot is mechanized, and obviously because it's new, people like to use it. So you can easily shred these opponents. You've also got ones like Mechalodon. So keep that in mind. It's a very good character to use. If you have it and you've not really used it yet, or you got like a decision to pick between a couple of characters, go for Cipher. I would highly recommend it. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. See you in the next video, whether that be more Frag, COD Mobile, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, Mario Kart Tour, or more. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.